To start with, I just had this one song about a Ponsonby cocaine dealer, and it sounded a little bit different to the stuff I'd been writing previously, and I kind of saw it as a natural start point. But the album itself didn't really get created until I started taking the new songs that I was writing and touring them a lot. So it was less an inspiration and more a process, touring around New Zealand and Australia and the US, and tweaking the songs I did have, and then getting ideas slowly for the next song and the next song. The songwriting process was difficult. Spent a lot of time changing songs, changing the last 3 or 4 words in the song that I didn't like, and by doing so many shows, like playing 30 nights in a row on a big tour, it helped me to kind of test the new stuff in front of an audience, and sometimes I didn't get the final half a verse until I'd actually played it live quite a few times. So it was slow and torturous, and I mean, some of the songs I would have spent a year and a half on. Jonathan Pierce co-produced the album, and he was my engineer, and at the time he had just bought a bunch of analog equipment, and we spent a lot of time tracking things to tape, only to find that the perfect take had been ruined because the machine was playing up or something. So there was one song that we tracked about 50 times, and then decided that, I decided that I needed to do it a completely different way, and I ended up recording it to like a 1960s portable tape machine. It was fun, but it's the longest process we've done. Yeah, so I released the album under my own label in New Zealand, Canapé King Records, and then a little while later it got released in Australia through Flippin' Year Records, and the US through Misra Records. And that was great, and it gave me the chance to go and tour Australia and the US with a bit more support than I have in the past. And this May I'm actually touring the album for its European release as well. I don't think it's for me to say whether an award validates me as an artist, but it's very nice to be on the list, if only because I've listened to all of the albums in the shortlist in order, and I think they're just fantastic albums, so I'm just really honoured to be in the company of those records. It has a lot of mana, having Dylan Taite's name to it. I think he had such a special contribution to music journalism in this country, and the goal of choosing something only on artistic merit is a very noble one and a very difficult one, and there's not a lot of awards that take that kind of uncompromising approach. Well, I'm touring with Nadia Reid this year, so I'm going to say that she's going to win, because we could use the money.